Early life and education. Percy Bysshe Shelley was born into an aristocratic family on August 4, 1792, in Horsham, England. As the eldest son, he stood to inherit his family's wealth and title. Despite his privileged upbringing, Shelley had a rebellious spirit from a young age, questioning authority and traditional beliefs. Shelley received his early education at home, where he was exposed to classical literature and philosophy. He showed a keen interest in poetry and writing from a young age, often composing verses inspired by the natural world around him. His parents also encouraged his intellectual pursuits, fostering a love of literature and learning. One of the most significant influences on Shelley during his childhood was his exposure to the radical ideas of the Enlightenment and the French Revolution. These revolutionary ideals shaped his worldview and inspired his later works, which often addressed themes of social injustice, freedom, and the power of the individual. Overall, Shelley's aristocratic birth, early education, and formative influences during childhood laid the foundation for his later literary career as a leading figure in the Romantic movement. Oxford and first works. In his early years at Oxford, Percy Bysshe Shelley's radical beliefs set him apart from his peers. His controversial pamphlet, The Necessity of Atheism, advocated for the rejection of traditional religious beliefs, ultimately leading to his expulsion from the university. Despite facing backlash for his beliefs, Shelley remained steadfast in his commitment to championing freedom of thought and expression. His expulsion marked a turning point in his life, setting him on a path to becoming one of the most influential Romantic poets of his time. Personal turmoil and early exile. Percy Bysshe Shelley's personal life was filled with turmoil, especially in his relationships. His first marriage to Harriet Westbrook was tumultuous, marred by financial difficulties and Shelley's growing disillusionment with their union. The couple went through a series of separations and reconciliations before ultimately drifting apart. During this time, Shelley engaged in early wanderings in Europe, seeking inspiration for his poetry and trying to escape the constraints of English society. These travels exposed him to radical ideas and different cultures, shaping his political and philosophical beliefs. Despite the chaos in his love life and the challenges he faced in exile, Shelley's experiences during this period fueled his creativity and passion for social change, laying the foundation for his future literary achievements. Literary bloom in Italy. During his time in Italy, Percy Bysshe Shelley experienced a prolific period of writing, producing some of his most famous works such as Prometheus Unbound. This period marked a significant creative outpouring for Shelley, as he was inspired by the beauty and culture of Italy. Prometheus Unbound in particular showcased Shelley's revolutionary views on politics and society, as well as his poetic talent and philosophical depth. Shelley's time in Italy was a crucial part of his artistic development, solidifying his reputation as a leading figure in the Romantic movement. The Circle of Romantics. Percy Bysshe Shelley was known for his close friendships and rivalries with fellow Romantic poets. His relationship with Lord Byron, in particular, had a significant impact on his poetry and political views. The two poets shared a mutual admiration for each other's work, but also engaged in a friendly rivalry to outdo each other creatively. This competitive spirit fueled Shelley's poetic output, pushing him to explore new and radical ideas in his writing. Additionally, his friendship with John Keats provided a source of support and inspiration, as the two poets often exchanged ideas and feedback on each other's work. These literary friendships played a crucial role in shaping Shelley's artistic vision and facilitating his involvement in the political causes of his time. Tragic demise and legacy. Percy Bysshe Shelley's untimely death at the age of 29 shocked the literary world. He tragically drowned in a sailing accident off the coast of Italy in 1822. Despite his young age, Shelley had already made a significant impact on the Romantic poetry movement with his innovative and visionary works. After his death, Shelley's reputation continued to grow, solidifying his place as one of the most important poets of his time. His poetry, including works such as Ozymandias and Ode to the West Wind, gained critical acclaim for their lyrical beauty and profound philosophical insights. Shelley's radical political beliefs and advocacy for social justice also contributed to his lasting legacy. His writings on topics such as freedom, equality, and the power of the human imagination resonated with generations of readers and writers. Today, Percy Bysshe Shelley is remembered as a pioneering figure in the Romantic movement and a poet whose work continues to inspire and provoke thought. His death may have been premature, but his influence on literature and culture lives on.